There we go. How are we doing now? Everyone hear me now? Was everyone hearing me before? Okay, let's see. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I just updated the results, 25 and 6. Yesterday we went 1 break even and 1 loss. I'm afraid the AJ trade came back to break even. I got out of that. And then the other trade lost, and I sent that on stream. So today we are looking at this Nasdaq trade. This is my warm-up trade today. It's huge. It's definitely making up for yesterday's loss. I should probably TP one out of this thing in a second. Let's see if it gets back to the top of this wick here, and I'll pull a TP right here. Let's do that. Yeah, well, just a little bit further up here. I'll take a TP there. On a little bit of a warm-up trade, you can see here, looks pretty good. A little bit of level right here that I was targeting. You can see had reactions on this level here. Look, being respected here and respecting the EMA. So decent stuff. I'm going to take a partial on this one soon, and then I'll spin the wheel of Pat. Gotta spin the wheel of Pat. How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we're trading some NFP today. So today's going to be high risk. Everything I'm going to be doing on stream will be high risk. So if you're following me, be careful, obviously. Let's be cautious. And let's see if we could push this one up. Smash that like button for me. Let's push this trade up. See if we could get this thing to win right now. Let's see if we could get this thing to win. All right, we're gonna take a TP1 on a crazy RR here. Just my warm-up trade. Really was focused this morning, trying to claw back a little bit of money since I lost yesterday. Shout out to the Unknown Millionaire. Much love to you, brother. Much love to Solo CJ Trader. Let's get some likes in here. How are we doing on the stream right now? What do we got? We got about 500 people in here. That looks good to me. Alrighty. Abdul Khalifa, shout out to Abdul. What's with all the Arabs? All right, not ready for my Trump yet. We'll get warmed up a little bit, get that Trump going. I got to get my water. Gonna be doing some trades this morning, obviously on NFP. We'll be doing my orb strategy. We're doing what we normally do. The comeback is needed. Yeah, yesterday we did 1 loss, 1 break even. Monday we had 2 wins. So right now we're 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 break even. On the week we're still good, but today is gonna be a bit of a risky day. Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a risky day. In terms of my TP1 here, still up there. We're gonna hopefully see if we could get that. I may take partial on this soon, just to get something going here. Yeah, we'll see what we're doing here. Yeah, warm it up is key. Gotta warm up. I didn't warm up yesterday and it cost me. I want to be warm. Yeah, smash that like button. Let's get the TP1. I gotta grab my water. 1 second. Good morning, Avery. My robot yesterday that I'm working on, the Trade with Pat robot that uses this strategy, actually won like 3 or 4 trades. So that's pretty good. I might have to start showing the robot live on stream every once in a while. But we're going to get some trades this morning. I'm going to break down what I'm doing. I'm just kind of watching this one play out, see if we could hit TP1 and get the wheel going. Get that wheel of Pats. If you got kicked from the gold room, Linus, it means that you didn't follow the cancellation instructions. Email support and I'll add you back personally. Please read the cancellation instructions next time to avoid any issues. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Come on, like it and let's push this thing up. Like the video and push this trade up. Come on, push it up, push it up, push it up. Push it up, come on. Don't reject on me now. I want to get started with my warm-up trade. My warm-up trade is going to carry me today. Oh, baby. USD CAD trade, Ken, killed me. Lost that trade. I was able to get break even on AJ. The US CAD killed me. I lost, I think, 2,500 on it. So I'm going to get a lot of that back today. And we are still up on the week. 2 wins, 1 break even, 1 loss. So we're okay on the week. And you can see here we are going to make it up on this trade. You can see we've got our orb starting. Range high. Range low. It's going to be a crazy day with news, though, so I don't recommend copying any of my trades. This is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only. $640 people in here. It's lower than normal, I guess, because usually I stream Monday to Wednesday. People probably don't even know that I'm streaming today. People also like to wait till the orb closes to join us sometimes. Shout out to CJ. Much love to everybody in the chat. There's going to be more news at 10. Hey, John Greenberg. Always good to see you, JG. All right. Well, I'm trying to watch this one to see if I can hit TP. What happened with my AJ here? This was my AJ right here. See, I had a bunch of levels set. This was my last level there. If this level didn't hold, then I was screwed. But it held. Came back to break even. I got out of that thing. And it shot right back up. So it was a good thing that I got out where I did on break even. US CAD was worse. Just went against me. I got out here. This was my last level of defense, and I just said screw it. So not a terrible loss there, but is what it is. That's what happened yesterday on stream. One break even, one loss. That's life. That's trading, man. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, as you know. As we all know. Been watching this one for TP1, trying to get out TP1 here. I think I might take a partial because I've got some stuff to do. So let's take a partial on this one right now. Take about 1,500 off of the table. I'm going to take, and then that is now partialed. So I took my TP1 about here. For TP2, I'll ride this up a little bit further. So I'm out on that one. Ka-ching, ka-ching. What do we got? Ka-ching. Put a little money on there. Yeah, we're going to be all right today. I got my warm-up trade. I love a good warm-up trade. And then my TP2's up here. Look at the RR on that one. That's good risk reward. Very, very good risk reward. 4.66 right now for TP2. That's a risk reward that we want to see. And what am I doing? Ooh, look at that. Look at that reaction off of my TP1. So looks like I picked a pretty good level right there to get out on this trade for TP1. And then we're looking for TP2. 700 people in here right now. It's a bit light today. What's going on? Get some people in the stream here. What are we, 700? All right, that's fine. People don't want me to stream on Thursdays. I won't stream on Thursdays. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do the Wheel of Pat right now. Well, that's just my face. Let's spin it and see what happens. Alright, we're going to have to refresh that page. Alright, there we go. Let's spin the Wheel of Pat, see who's going to get VIP. Free VIP winners. Free VIP winners. How many are we going to start the day with today? Oh, wow. Well, I guess you're happy that you came, aren't you? Let's go Buns. Let's go someone named Rim. DeFi Hustler. And Inchin. You are our 4 winners to start the day on VIP. There is a really nice start to the day there. All right, we're cooking. And so if you are one of the winners, make sure that you go to my Instagram. You have to follow my Instagram account and you have to DM me an image of your YouTube to prove that it's you. If you don't do that, or if you annoy me in the DMs, I will just not give you the access. Okay, let's refresh this. We're at 59.8 followers. Can we get to 59.9? Not yet. Only had 2 followers. Let's get some more followers at FX Trade with Pat. And give me a follow on Twitter as well. You can see I've got about 6,400 on here. So really light on Twitter, hoping to get more on there. I've got to post more on there, obviously. Today we've got some news. We've got the NFP, and we have ISM Services PMI at 10 a.m. as well. So we've got some news coming up. But what we're doing today is we're getting into some trades. You can see right here, I exited at a pretty good spot right there. We rejected, so I decided I'll take it while I can. And it's going down a little bit. But look, we do have a level of support right there. That could be a level that holds. Hopefully that holds. And we go back up. Push to TP2. Spin that wheel again. Get some more winners. Hello, everybody. Much love. How do I trade the news? I trade the news the same way that I normally trade this strategy. Now, obviously, news trading sucks. Don't news trade. What I'm doing is risky today. You don't have to enter the wheel. I just randomly pick winners that I see in the chat that are talking. All right, so we have this right here. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to do today. It's 9:42, so let's go to our stream trading model. You can see right now it's 9:42. The 15-minute time frame, we are looking at that right now. Here's the candle. It's going up, it's going down. This is the 15-minute candle, 9:30 to 9:45, and then it closes. During that time, creates our candle high. That's this, and our candle low. That's this. That creates our range bottom and our range top, and that is our opening range, okay? Next thing you do, we come to the 5-minute time frame, and we're watching the candles in this level right here, seeing what happens, and we're waiting for a candle break and close. You can see right here, this candle breaks and it closes. That means the candle's done, and we're moving on to that next candle, right? So that tells us that we're looking for buys. Broke out the top and closed. Next, we need to get into the trade somehow. Get enter on that closed candle, on a retest of the top line, an FVG, a range midline. I may try a retest of that top line today for news for a quicker entry. This is going to be risky though, guys. Do not copy this, okay? And then still on the M5 time frame, we get a pullback generally. I enter the trade, stop loss down here, take profit here, and let the rest ride for TP2 because I'm always taking that partial, baby. I like to take partial. Some people don't. I do. So we're back on the chart. Just got a reaction where? Off of the support level I drew, right? Decent level of support, decent reaction. That tells us that the price action looks pretty good this morning, even with the news, right? Because you set your support and you get a reaction to it. You set a resistance, you get a reaction to it. That means you can read the price action. You could actually see what's going on. 834 people in here. People like to come in here more Monday to Wednesday. I guess I tell them Monday to Wednesday. They show up Monday to Wednesday. Bit of a slow morning right here. Take a look at my orb settings. These are my orb settings right here. Very, very good. So I'm looking at NU. I want to take a look at NU. So these are the settings right here. I will have a video coming out with my indicators probably tomorrow, okay? So I'm going to have a full video. It's going to show the strategy, and it's going to show the indicators. It's going to show how I use the Fibonacci. It's going to show how I use the Fibonacci extension here. You can see my Fibonacci extension. Oh, is my baby girl there? Oh, everybody say hi to Naomi. Where's Naomi? There she is. Hi. That's our good luck charm, isn't it? Everybody knows the stream good luck charm. Naomi's here. Oh, thanks for all the likes for me. Give me likes, baby. Give me likes. Yes, yes, yes. A sweet girl. Okay, back to camera one. We're looking pretty good on this. Look at this candle shooting up pretty nice right here. Our orb is created. It is 9:45, so we do have to start thinking about trading opportunities here. We're looking for a reaction off of resistance here. Look at this supply level we've created right here. So looking to sell on NU today, right? We have the top of our range right here. Okay, and we have the bottom of the range right here. So I'm waiting for a break. I'm waiting for this candle to react, come all the way down, break right here, and close that candle below. And then I think I'm going to enter a trade. Look, you can see huge FVG just got filled. It's time to get a downward reaction. We have the EMA, so we're trading with the trend. You know, had the huge pullback, price is exhausted. We just need to have the break and close, and then we could get maybe a retrace to the top line. I might do a top line today. We'll see. I've been missing some trades by not doing that top line. And so that's it. That's what I'm looking for right now on NU. Let's, yes, she does look adorable, doesn't she? All right, let's go to, yeah, NU. So this is my main one right here on NU. AU and GU are also very similar. So NU is my top. Let's take a look at GU. GU, very, very same thing. Same thing, right? Same thing. So this is a nice looking setup, I think, for us here, okay? We want to close. We want to retrace. We want to go down, okay? So that looks really nice. It looks really clean. So A and AU I think is the same thing. Yeah, same thing. You can see reacting off of the supply right now. Some people are probably already taking a trade here. I'm gonna wait until I can get the break and the close below this level right there, because that's in line with my strategy. Okay, let's take a look at, I don't really trade those pairs. Saivesu Devina Pranith. Those are bad spread pairs, and I'm scalping, so let me go ahead and take a look at gold. People want gold, and they seem, yeah, okay, getting the pullback on gold right here. What am I looking at in terms of levels? Yeah, we've got a level right here. I don't know what I want to do on gold yet. I guess we're just going to have to see what kind of a break we get out of this range on gold. You know, I'm selling on the other ones, and this looks like a very similar pattern. I think everything has a pretty similar pattern, right? A big pull up and then a pull back. So I'm not sure what I want to do on that one yet. There's an EMA there, could protect us. Resistance that could protect us if we want to buy, but I'm not sure what I want to do exactly. Did take liquidity below this level, and we are shooting up, so it's possible that we could be looking for buys here on gold. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Here is my Nasdaq right now. I'm in a trade on it already. You can see we have our range high, our range low. Maybe we get the breakout the top. If we get an explosive breakout the top like we keep getting, maybe we just do a retest on this top line right here. That provides some interest. Let's take a look at Australian dollar. Same sort of thing we're looking at on all of these pairs. You can see GU, AU, really, really similar on pretty much all of these. So really what I'm looking for is a sell on these pairs right now. Waiting for something to come out the bottom and close, and then give myself a retest opportunity and get myself a crazy news trade. I just showed you Nasdaq. I showed you Nasdaq. This was Nasdaq right there. I just showed it to you. Yeah, Austin, I guess because it's a Thursday, you know, I usually do Wednesday. And maybe it's because I lost yesterday, I don't know. But I think it's because of that. US 30's breaking out. Could always do a retest at the top of the range here. That seems to work a lot on these. Oh, I don't see any A+ setups. This is NFP today. You're not going to have an A+ setup. The best you're going to get is a C setup. This is a news day. You shouldn't be trading it at all. I can definitely stream more on Thursdays. I think if I can find the time in my life, I could stream maybe 4 times a week instead of 3 times a week, but it just depends if people come and watch. You know, if there's not enough people, then I won't stream. If there's a lot of people, then I will stream. Generally, I like to be at about 12 to 1400 traders in here. If we're at that number, I'm happy. If we're below that number, then all right, maybe people don't like Thursday streams. Thanks, Dominic. Much love to you. Much love to Sherwin. You can learn my trading strategy from my last full-length video. It's up on my channel right now. Oh, thanks so much. Everybody's just, yeah, everybody. I love you guys so much. I love being here too. I'll be honest, even if I had like 500 people in here, I'd still stream. I just like hanging out. I'm going to be trading anyways. I might as well trade with you. Well, if Arctic Dan wants me to stream Thursdays, then maybe I will. House is coming along really good. Now, we had some problems with the roof. The roof was showing kind of some blemishes. And so they took the... Hey, there it is. There it is. All right, broke through the top of our orb here. Up to 2K. Woo, nice. I've already taken 1,500 in profit off of this position. Bitcoin? What's Bitcoin at? Woo! Bitcoin at 110. Hell yeah. So you can see here I mapped out this support level, and then we had a perfect reaction to it. It was also right at the bottom of the range there, so nice reaction, trying to get a TP2 up at this level here. And I'm looking for some other trades, obviously. Yeah, oh yeah, thank you so much for all of the likes. Oh yeah, I'm not nervous. I like to trade, baby. I like to cook. But I'm also trading, you know, this is kind of a smaller account for me, to be honest. So that makes it easier for me to not be nervous on chat. But I'm also up 40,000 on this account. Something like that. 40,000 on a 300K account. So... And that my stream account is up huge, so honestly I could take risks. I could lose, you know, 5,000-6,000 in a day. I'm still up big. Australian dollar, US dollar, sure. Waiting for a close out the bottom here. See, waiting for price to come close out the bottom. GBP USD. I'm waiting for price to come and close out the bottom. NZD USD. I'm waiting for price to still come close out the bottom here. It might close out the top, but I want price to close out the bottom, okay? That's what I'm expecting. Honestly, you could enter a sell right off of this EMA right now, but my strategy is to wait for the break and close, okay? So that's what I'm doing on those. US dollar, Swiss franc, where is that? Okay, we are getting a close. We might get a close out the bottom here in about a minute. Range high, range low. You know, you could trade it down to this demand. It's not very far, though. It's far enough. Yeah, we are in an uptrend here, though. But, catching a pullback. Nothing here that I'm really overly interested in. You can see here we're kind of trading in the middle of my range, so the distance to the top and the distance to the bottom are about the same, so I don't really care about that. NFP is just high risk, you know. The price action isn't going to be normal. It's going to be a weird price action. This one's a little bit better here on UJ. You could trade the pullback certainly here. Waiting for a break out the bottom and close. You know, you could potentially trade the pullback down to the EMA maybe. Be a option, right? Because we're closer to the bottom than the top. Do I feel like entering this right away and just trading the gap fill? A little bit. I kind of want to, but I've been just getting screwed on Japanese pairs on stream. Oh, I gotta go take a look at my NQ. It's going up here. Very, very nice. I want to take a look at oil. I'm 2-0 on oil today. Oil looks all right. I'm 2-0 on oil this week. Oil just reacted cleanly off of the EMA, respecting that level. I'm going to want to have a close out the top here on oil. You know, I'm really the thing is, it's like I lose one trade and then on stream I'm already thinking, you know, I could just kind of loosen up, but I really should focus on my strategy, okay, right? Which is, we want our range, we want the close above the range, we want to retrace, and then we want to enter the trade. Now, what happens, like, you lose one trade, you go, you know what, I could just be a little lackadaisical, you know, and that's where the psychology comes into trading. You lose one trade, you go break even, and then you start going, I don't need to follow my strategy exactly. And then you start trusting your gut, and then your gut can kind of screw you. Yeah, thanks everyone for hitting that like button, getting more people in here. Gonna have myself a little candy this morning. Just one. There's only one gram of sugar, I think, in these. Yeah, spreads are definitely high because of news right now. Sitting at 2,000 in profit right now. Yeah, no coffee today. I had the coffee yesterday. Got way too hyper. Did some stupid trades. So today, I'm focused. Let's take a look at other pairs for my lovely, lovely viewers. And let me know if that if the profit starts to go to about 2,200 so I could come back and take a look at this trade, all right? Breaking out the top on EU. But I don't like that, right? Look at this crazy supply level right here. Tap into here and go down. I have very little interest in buying on Euro USD. Hey, it might be wrong, but very little interest in that. Watching this US oil, I'd be looking to buy on US oil. That I'm okay with. I need to have a break out the top here and a close, okay? NZD USD, we had a break out the top. Not interested in that. I want to have a breakout the bottom. I want to sell from this area. I want to sell from here. Like, it's respecting the EMA. Could probably sell it already. Part of me wants to sell it already, but I want to stick to my strategy. I don't want to be an idiot here. GU, same thing, waiting for close out the bottom. AUD USD, same thing, waiting for close out the bottom. I'm going to try and be a little bit more patient today. Wasn't patient enough yesterday. So hopefully I can be a bit more patient today. I gotta focus in here. Can we get some candy? You can't get any. Don't touch my candies. Don't touch my candies. All right. Trump voice? Yeah, we'll definitely get some Trump voice in here. I gotta warm up. China. Yesterday we had a lot of Arabs in here. Some are saying too many Arabs in here. There you go. There's a little start. It's a little start. Trump voice was bad luck yesterday, though. We lost one of those trades. Ryan, you can move in as soon as the house is ready. We're getting the barbecue installed. So they're putting the barbecue installed. Yeah, let me look at some pairs for you. Sorry. On gold, I don't know what the hell I want to do, but you can see I have my range set up. So either way, I'm going to have to see a breakout the bottom or a breakout the top before I make up my mind. But I don't have a clear bias on gold right now, so I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. Let's take a look at UJ for somebody. UJ is pulling back up now. So it's a good thing I didn't enter. Broke out the bottom of the range and it's pulling up. Is this going to sell back down? Maybe. I have no idea on UJ. Not confident on the Japanese yen pairs. Not confident on US CAD. US CAD pisses me off right now, and the price is coming down. I want the price to go up. I like a big US dollar against the Canadian dollar. My NQ is getting closer to profit here. Really close to profit right there. So hopefully we could hit that. Hit a TP2, spin the wheel of Pat. Hey, how about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's get some likes in here and see if I could win TP2 on my NFP Nasdaq trade. Yeah, it's NFP today, baby. Come on now. Woohoo! And that's it. We're out of there, baby. All right. All right. TP2 on my warm-up trade. Very, very nice. And that was worth, geez, that's worth close to 4K, all right? Close to 4K. And I'm not talking about resolution. Let's go ahead, spin the wheel of Pat right here and see who can win VIP this morning in order to qualify. All you have to be doing is follow me on Instagram and be in the chat. I'll randomly pick your name, all right? Oh, are we going with 4 winners again? Holy crap, what a day. We're at 8 winners already. Let's give one to Fresh Greg. Let's give one to Sensei Neong. He's always in here whining about it. Annoying. He could have one. We could give one to we'll give one to Sam, and we'll give one to Luis as well. There you go. In order to qualify, you won. If you won, you want to collect your prize, what do you have to do? You got to come to my Instagram and you got to DM me on Instagram a picture of your YouTube. All right. 59.8 thousand followers. Let's give that a refresh. Are we at 59.9? We are. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for all the follows. We're so close to 60,000 followers. Look, 59.901. You can see. Can we hit 60,000 today? Can we get 100 new followers here? I want to hit 60,000 followers on Instagram today. So please give me a follow at FX Trade with Pat. I'm sure the link to that's in the video description. Obviously, this is not. Oh, did I have you change your name, Eagle Son? All right, I'll look for you on the next one, big brother. Make sure to give me a follow there. Make sure to give me a follow on X as well, or Twitter, whatever you like to call it. And what are we doing right now? We're going back to the charts because I won my trade right here very, very nicely. What's going on US 30? Very similar. Oh, US 30, it's always the top of the range reaction on these pairs. I'm telling you, the indices, it's always the top of the range reaction. When I get my robot, well, I have my robot, but I'm going to set my robot up to only trade the top of the range reaction. It just happens every day. It comes out, it retests the top of the range, and it explodes. This happens every damn day lately. Every day. I can't wait to put my robot on that. China. All right, so a big win. That was the best win. He's the best. He's back in business, baby. But that doesn't count towards my stream record, which is 25-6 at 0 wins right now. Taking a risk today. Gold breaking the low. Yes, gold's breaking below, but I don't really have, I don't know what the hell I'd be trading on gold. There's no real price action for me to work with here. You know, I guess this one level down here. You want to trade towards that level right there. Is this our new range? But we're not even getting into that range, so that's tough for me. That's a tough one on gold. I don't know what to do on gold. Feeling a bit better. This one is one I was looking at on NU, GU. Look at the reaction right there. Crazy reaction there. I'm waiting for a breakout the bottom on some of these pairs here. This one might be the one that I get the break on, which is Australian dollar, US dollar. You can see we rejected hard there as well, and we're coming down. So hopefully we get a break and a retest and a trade. So that's what I'm looking at right there. What other pairs am I looking at right now? What am I looking at right now? Tomorrow will be Friday, so no, I won't be trading tomorrow. I'm gonna have to work on the next video tomorrow. But I got a bunch of videos ready. I have videos ready for you. What do I got in terms of videos? I have a video from today. So the next video, let me just pull a picture up to show you, so that I have that ready on my side screen. And then I got this video right here. Let's go back to cam 1. And you can see I've got the video right here. I don't know if the audio on that works, but here is the next video that I've been working on. Look at that, very funny guy. And so this is the next video. This is going to be out tomorrow. It's going to be going through kind of all of the indicators that I use in the current strategy, how I use them. That's going to be a banger for sure. That's going to be a banger for sure. All right, back to cam 2. Get that off the screen. And let's go back to the charts. Right here to cam 1, and so here we go. That's the new video. This is what the image looks like. The best 4 free indicators for my scalping strategy. Buy now. You know, I used ChatGPT to create those candles there in the middle. See those candles? I created that myself. I gave that to my thumbnail editor, so how about that? Yeah, so that's going to be an awesome video. That's going to come out tomorrow around 9 a.m. Eastern. I hope that you will all watch that video. I would appreciate it if you all watch that video all the way to the end and that you like it, because that helps that video reach out. So the true Patties always watch all my videos. Here we are on GJ, just broke above the level of support right there. Did the retest right here. You know, maybe you would wait if we're doing a break and retest trade here. So we had the break of this level right here, retesting the level, and we're going already. Now you get the break of the orb. Maybe you wait for just back to the retest of support right at the bottom right here. Level seems to be holding pretty well, so that might be the entry there. I'll miss you tomorrow too, Victoria. Yeah, hope. Well, you don't have to miss me because you can watch the new video tomorrow. I'll be there in the video. And I'll be posting stuff on Instagram while I'm filming the next video. So I have that video is filmed and ready. And then I have another video which was on the new trade copier and how to set that up in the free room. So that trade copier video is going to be ready. And then tomorrow I'll be filming a gold video with 2 strategies. So I'm going to show you kind of my orb strategy, and then I'm going to show you kind of a break and retest trading strategy that I use in the gold VIP room as well. Is it oil time? Thanks, Mecca. Let's go ahead and take a look at oil. Not yet. We didn't get the close. We rejected. So we are still in our range. This is our micro range. Do we have a macro range? Yes, we have a macro range as well. So we need to have a break out the top and a close, and then maybe retest of the EMA as it comes to the bottom. All right, what about NU? NU, no, it's rejecting though. GU, not yet, rejecting. AU was the one that we were close. Rejected hard. Still in our micro range though, so looking on a couple of those. USD CAD, well, USD CAD actually killed me yesterday. I've had bad success with USD CAD. Closed out the bottom, came back to retest, and it is reacting off of that level, but I don't know. I don't want to trade USD CAD. It screwed me yesterday. AJ screwed me yesterday too, so screw those pairs. NQ, that one's taken off. I got the win there already. US 30, perfect reaction off the top of the range, man. That keeps happening. Keeps happening. GBU, waiting for breakout the bottom on GU. We're looking, we'll find something today. AU was the one that was most interesting to me, but we didn't break out the bottom of the range yet. So waiting for the breakout the bottom of the range. We are consolidating a little bit here within our micro range, right? And we have a level right here to trade to on the bottom. Okay, so got our resistance and our supply. All right, here's our supply right there off of that candle. Should react off of that level soon. I already got a break on GBP CHF, but the spread sucks. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. I was looking at this on another monitor here. So on this one, I got the break, and I would be waiting for a retest maybe of this top line here to get into the trade, but the spread sucks. Let me take a look at that spread. The spread is 1.2, 1.3. I could pull that onto the chart and show you 1.6. So that's an awful spread. That's like jumping to 2 pips almost at times here. So if you get into that trade at the wrong time, that's going to screw you. Even though I like the setup, honestly, that you could really do a pullback here, a bit of a counter trend trade. I just can't do it with that spread of 14. That's just not going to do it for me. I was talking about the copier as well. You could see here I've got the copier on your chart right now. I've got a video coming out on this one next week, just how I'm using the copier right now. It's got partial closes right now. It's got risk factor, you know, lots of stuff that you could do with this copier. Very good stuff. Did I miss the US 30 play? Yeah, I did. Look at that, right at the top line. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I got to watch the top line today, but I keep jumping between charts. I should have been watching this one. EU, is this going to keep going? Yeah, I believe that we're going to trade this down a little bit. I would stay into this. If you got the rejection right here, at the very least, I think should be able to get to the bottom of this range. I'm waiting for price to close out the bottom of the range on a bunch of pairs right now. But you could also take a partial here at the mid, or you could take a partial right here at the bottom. But I do expect it to go down, and you can see it is pushing down a little bit right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold for my wonderful, wonderful viewers. Gold is still trading within our micro range. You can see we have our macro range right here, waiting for some sort of a reaction or a close, right? We rejected right there at the bottom. We didn't get the close, right? Waiting for a close at the top, out the bottom to kind of decide what we're going to do on gold. Let's go ahead to Swiss franc. What do we have on Swiss franc? Swiss franc, we have the close out the bottom right there, and we're getting a bit of a retrace. Now we're trading in the middle of my macro range right here, so I'm not sure what I want to do on this one. Don't really feel like I have an entry. Let's just go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin at $110,000. And you know I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is at an entry level. Top of the range entry. But the spread on Bitcoin's pretty crazy. Do I want to take this? Kind of. But I don't think I will. But top of the range right there, bottom of the range right there. Came back, retesting top of the range, explode. Give me 111,000 Bitcoin today. Well, Bitcoin's already been going up a fair bit, so price might be exhausted, but I do like that entry. I do have a good feeling about it. What else are we looking at? EG. I haven't traded EG in a while. What's EG looking like? EG. Big pullback on EG. No real clear levels here. Nothing clear. But we did break out the top. Could buy it back up. Buy it back up to this level right here is possible. But there's just not a lot of reasons. I guess you have this wick right there, so that level reacted pretty well already. So that could react. That could push up further. Do I want to get in right there? Maybe. What's my EG spread look like? Yeah, EG spread's kind of high too. Yeah, all the spreads are high right now though. What would I do on this? Trade it back. You know, counter trend. It's a counter trend trade. So, not great. But I could see it coming back up to test that level. I could see that. Do have some FVGs to deal with here. Price might want to fill some of these levels still on EG. There you can see it's pushing up already. Might have missed it. Someone should have told me EG earlier. Taking a look at GU as well. Okay, GU, we're finally getting our break, it looks like here. We need 30 seconds to get the break. Got the liquidity sweep right here. EMA entry. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get it here. Take a look at that EG I was looking at. Yeah, it's pushing up hard now. Okay, so we're going to get the close on GU, and I'm going to sell this down today. And I'm going to do, I think, an entry off of the EMA here. So I'm going to just need a sharp pullback to my entry here. It's possible that I may miss this one already, but let's see if we could get a quick pullback right to this level here. Thinking about a top of the range entry as well here. Thinking about it, but I think we'll pull back to the EMA. That's doesn't take too much. It's only 10 pips to get here. We could enter that. Maybe I do this one. Maybe I do this one. Just to get into it. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can pull back a little bit further on this one. We'll just have to see. But that is my limit order setup for now. As I try to get into this trade right here on GU. GU. Yeah, I'm always combining my strategies. Sure, we can take a look at gold for you while I wait for my GU entry. Ooh, what color do we want? We want to, let's put a light blue on this one. Waiting on this one. So light blue, we've got the limit order open. Or maybe we do green if we've got the limit order open. And let's go ahead and take a look at gold for you. Gold, still waiting for a close here, guys. You can see we're trading within the macro range. Sorry, the micro range. And the macro range, obviously, as well. See, we're breaking out the bottom here on gold. I guess we would need to have the break come below. So you'd want to have this break come all the way down here. But I'm not too interested on that. Let's take a look at oil. Oil's another one that I'm interested in right there. Let's put red on that one. I think we had a break. Big green candle break here on oil. Sheesh. Looks like it's already pushing up. Looks like this one's taken off, huh? Where would I TP on EU? If I was trading EU right now, I would have already taken my TP right there at the bottom of the range. So I would take a TP there. It would be a partial TP. That would be a partial. And then another area I would be looking at would be this area of FVG here. Would be another potential exit point, because I could see price sucking to that level. But you may be stuck in the micro range for a little bit right here. Okay, so make sure you get a partial, get something out of that one. This is not financial advice, education only. I'm just explaining what I would do. EG pullback. I was interested in EG at one point. Yeah, I was interested at the top of the range here for an entry, potentially. Reacted off of that level pretty well earlier. So maybe I get in on an EG. Bit of a counter trend trade, so not a great setup. Bit of a C setup probably, right? C minus even. Not the best setup. Maybe even a D setup. Just because of news today, we're looking at a lot of C setups. So be real careful. Take a look at Bitcoin for someone. Bitcoin appears to be pulling back a little bit right here. I was interested at the top of the range entry. Looks like we're getting a reaction up. Not too much to go though here. You know, we've already exhausted the price on Bitcoin, so be careful. Let's take a look at GU. GU waiting for a pullback right here to my entry level. EG is one that I'm showing some interest into. Not a lot of price action on that though. US oil, waiting for a pullback on US oil. NZD USD, I think AUD USD was the one that I was more interested in, so let's pull that up, move these around a little bit. AUD USD, let's put a red on that one. So they're waiting for a break out the bottom on AUD USD. That interests me as well, and a pullback to my level right here. So this is more what I'm interested in. EG, let's not do this one. I'm not too sure about this one. We have less price action here, right? We have less to go on. It's possible it could work, but this one's more of a downtrend. So let's see if we could trade with the trend on some of these here. GU, we'd be trading with the trend below EMA if we could get the pullback to our entry. AUD USD is another one that I'm interested in right here. US oil, somewhat interested in this as well. Look, we got a clear reaction there telling us we have good price action right now. Oh, no, I'm not live because of the loss yesterday. I'm live because I had Monday off. Monday I was hanging out with my friends. I was on the way back from a cottage, so I'm doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week because I always do 3 days a week, and I promised 3 days a week, so that's what I'm doing. Sorry about your loss. Pull back to entry to daddy patches. What's going on, Mecca? Yeah, might get our pullback right here. Waiting on our pullback on GU here to get our entry. We had an EG one. I don't want to take this though. I'm not confident in this position because there's just not a lot of price action, and you can see here it would be a counter trend trade. So let me pull that off the chart because I don't want to worry anybody. Well, actually I'll just leave it there, whatever, see what happens. The thing is, I just don't have confluences. There's no confluences here, okay? But I have confluences on AUD USD. So I want to see a closeout there. And I have confluences on GBP USD. So I want to see a pullback to my level right here. Yesterday I risked it and I did some kind of stupid trades. Today I'm focused on my confluences, making sure that I get the right entry that I want to get. All right, I'm not going to be taking a dumb trade today. Did some dumb things yesterday, not going to do that today. Jim, yeah, there is a benefit to trading one pair. Absolutely. I think when you trade one pair, you kind of get in the trading zone with that one pair. The trading zone. And when I'm talking about the trading zone, it's about this right here, trading in the zone. This is kind of just something that happens when you're focused on one pair, when you're just reading the price action really well, you get in the zone, right? When I was on that win streak, I had 11 wins in a row on live stream. I was in the zone. It was like I could tell what was happening. The price action was clean. My strategy was working properly. So this is a good book if you're looking for a book about trading. Probably the best book if you're looking at a book about trading. Alrighty. Still waiting for a bit of a pullback on GU here. On AUD USD, waiting for that break finally to come. Waiting for that break finally to come. I'm gonna come. I have a limit order set on my GU right now, which is at this level right there. It has good confluences. This is a trade that I like. Not taking any stupid trades today. Took some stupid trades yesterday. I was impatient and I was kind of having some fun on stream. I want to get focused on growing this account. It's up 44K right now. Yes, very nice. Very, very nice. I use higher time frames sometimes, but this strategy doesn't require too much on the higher time frame. It doesn't really. Just one trade yesterday I lost, but I've already made it back today. I had one trade. I had 2 wins on stream Monday, 1 break even, 1 loss yesterday. So I'm 2-1-1, but I want to win today to close out the week and continue pushing this 300K account up to about 50,000. Gold sell. I don't know. I don't like gold. I don't have enough confluences on gold to take a trade on gold this morning. Sorry. You can do whatever you want. I don't have the confluences here. Right? The same as here, right? I don't have the confluences, right? I was thinking, oh, maybe I'd enter right here. Look, it's going against me. There's no confluences. There's no reasons to take the trade, right? You want some price action. You want to have a cleaner macro range. Again, this could work still, but NZD CAD. Why the hell would I trade that? Oil's a potential entry. Look at that. It's reacting off of that top of the range. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. I don't want to trade US CAD. It killed me yesterday. Where's US CAD? I should pull it off of here. I hate US CAD. I always lose US CAD. It's because like I have bias or something, because like I live in Canada, so I'm always monitoring the Canadian dollar in my own personal life, and then some reason I can't frickin' trade it. Gold has fallen. Need advice. I don't see anything on gold here, guys. Look, I got... If anything, I wanted to break out the top, maybe? I don't know. I don't like selling gold, and it's below the EMA, so you'd want to sell it, but I don't want to sell it, so I just don't have a gold trade, so I don't have any advice, right? The only advice I give is, you know, what I do. What's going on, George? Much love. I don't know what you mean to reply, but... Oh, what percent of risk? I already trade about 1 to 2% per trade. Broke out towards up. I don't know what that means. Okay, why am I selling on GU? You can see GU right here is below the EMA. Right, so that's one sell. Then we have a break out of the orb right here. That's telling us we want to sell. Then we have the supply, right? Supply zone right there. We want to sell. We have the level of resistance right here that just rejected off. That tells me I want to sell. And then if we look at our macro range, right, our bigger range right here, you can see we're near the top of that range. So there's more distance down from here, okay? So those are a bunch of the reasons. If we take a look at the Fibonacci here, let's change that template to my extension. Oh no, to my normal. And you could see prices entering right here above 78%, above 50%. So clearly price is at a discount, right? It's pulled back to that discount level between the macro range, right? Between the resistance and the, sorry, between the support and the whatever. Resistance, support, whatever. I guess we're now using this as support because we're selling, but I always say that wrong. I always have. Always will. All right, waiting on GU. This thing is pulling back. Oil is another one that I've been watching here. This one's pulling back as well. If I'm going to enter oil, it's going to be on a significant pullback. So if I'm going to enter oil today and go 3-0 on oil on the week, if I go 3-0 on oil on the week, I'm going to have to do a video. So this is probably what I'd be looking at on oil, which is a significant pullback. So that's what I want. I just want to take good trades today. This is pretty good price action right here. You see, this is a decent level right there, right? It's a bottom of the range level. Used as resistance, then used as support. So, you know, break, retest, retest again. Decent option on oil. So this is one that I like on oil. AUD USD, you're holding that damn range. You're holding the range. I wanted to close here. Didn't get a close there. Let's go back to GU. Rejected a little bit off the top of the range, which is frustrating because we were getting close. But this is my entry here. I'll be waiting on that entry right there all day if I have to. Well, all stream if I have to. I'm not taking risks here. I'm being smart. I'm being smart. I'm looking for a lot of confluences, Raf. So on this one, I have obviously my levels, right? So I have good levels right here. I have a good level of supply off of this candle right here. There's a lot of reasons to sell right now. We had a break out the bottom of the range. That tells out of our orb, right? We had our orb break right there. So that tells us we want to sell. So a lot of reasons why I want to sell on this trade. Now, it is an NFP day, so this isn't a plus or anything. But if this was a non-NFP, if this was non-NFP, I'd feel really good about this setup. I'd say non-NFP, this is pretty close to an A setup, because it has a lot of confluences, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, you're never right? You're just giving yourself probability. An A setup gives you, what, a 60% probability of winning the trade, in my opinion, something like that. Maybe a 65% probability of winning a trade, something like that, you know. You're just giving yourself a little bit of an edge. Am I still buying on EG? I was never buying on EG. I showed you a potential setup. But there was not enough confluences here. There's no confluences for me to take a trade. Now, if I did take the trade, I would have already TP1'd here. That would have been my TP1, and then I'd be out on break even. So I already would have won this trade if I decided to take it. There was just not enough reasons to take the trade, right? You need reasons. You need those confluences. You can use it on other market opens. Yes, I have not tested it on other market opens significantly myself yet. But that's where my robot comes in. I have a trading robot. Where is my robot? Let me see if I got a screenshot to show you of my robot somewhere. I know it's in my chat somewhere. So this is actually from my robot here. So yesterday you could see I had the robot on a smaller account, just testing some stuff. It won 4 trades using the robot yesterday, just kind of following different rules that I set for it. This was one of the wins it took as well. See the TWP breakout EA, very cool. There's some of the settings you can see. So you could have the trade session, the American, the Asian, the London. So we have some different options right here. You can see a bunch of different settings on that robot and a bunch of wins. So that's something I'm looking at right there. That robot will be available in a couple of months. I'd like to live trade it for a little bit before I release it to the public. Would you consider a closeout of the range on the 3-minute time frame? No, I'm only doing 5-minute time frame. And it's like you really want a good closeout of the range anyways. Like you see here, that's a nice healthy closeout of the range. If the closeout is just out the tip of the range like here, you know, it's less likely to be good. Oil, let's go ahead and take a look at oil. Oil is coming to pull back. Now that's a big candle, so that's a bit of a risky play. I've got to see lower time frames. Can I get anything here? I do want to enter this though. I do. So let's see what happens on oil. Let me see what my analyst thinks as well. I always have Vapool on the side. One of my analysts watches the trades with me and, you know, kind of helps me sometimes if I'm being a bit reckless, you know. Good thing I didn't enter this one. Very good thing that I didn't enter this one. Very good thing that I didn't enter this one. Whoa, mama. Holy crap. It's a good thing I didn't enter this one. This is why I'm patient today. Holy crap. Part of me wanted to enter that trade too. Holy crap. Holy crap. Jesus. That's a big candle. That's a very big candle. Good thing I was being patient. How's GU doing right now? Still waiting for my entry there. Holy shit. Holy crap. That was nutso, man. That was absolutely nutso. I don't know what am I doing now on oil. Do I want to enter oil at all now? It scared the hell out of me. Would have been cool if you were just like had an entry down here, you just had a limit, you know. That would have been really cool if you just had a limit there. You're like, oh, you know, if price ever does come all the way down here and you had that limit ready, you would have shot right up into TP1 quick. What a nutso candle though. I'm glad I didn't enter that trade. Crazy. JUR 40. Yeah, not bad here on JUR 40, huh? Wicked hard off of that area. So I think we could safely say that's a strong resistance level. This isn't bad here. You got an FVG too. FVG right there. But you got some big red candles coming down. That's scary today after what we just saw, isn't it? Level of demand right there on JUR 40. I've never taken a JUR 40 though. I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that today. Oh, thanks, Buns. Yeah, I'll make sure to get all of those winners after the stream today. Back to oil. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Oh, there's part of me that just wants to do something stupid here, but I shouldn't do anything stupid after yesterday. I should not do anything stupid. Oh, but man, look how tasty that looks right now. When it pops off like that, it's tasty. Don't do it. Don't do it, Pat. Don't do it. Don't take it. Don't do it. Thanks, Jesse. I'm not going to do it. Someone entered a short on EU. Let's go ahead and take a look at their setup. So it looks like someone entered a short on the break. If you entered on the break, you still might be okay right here. There's a long way to trade down, right? The confluences are on your side right now, I think. I think the confluences are on your side. If you entered at the midline right here, well, then you're really, really fine. But you could still be okay on this one. Waiting on my GU pullback still here. This is the trade that I've been most interested in today. This is the one I've been waiting on. I've looked at gold about 20 times today. I haven't seen anything that I like. I can take a look at it for you. I still don't see anything that I like. You see, you have a close out the bottom right there, and you're getting a pullback. I don't know. Maybe you want to enter the bottom of the range, retest on that, go down, maybe, but just not enough confluences for me. After yesterday taking trades on almost no confluences, today I want confluences, and I'm getting a bit close. I'm getting closer to my entry here. Not exactly sure. My stop loss is something that I change throughout the trade, so there is no stop loss, there is no take profit, but this is what I'm looking at right now. Hey, look, 1,261. People are starting to go, oh, Pat is streaming on a Thursday. People are starting to come in. Pat is streaming on a Thursday. Maybe he'll do Trump voice. Maybe he'll do Trump voice. That's what they're all in here for, Trump voice. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Yeah, please smash that like button for me. Love to see everybody in here. And it looks like we're going to get close to potentially tapping in on my GU right now. Pushing up a little bit harder than I would like here. But let's see. We may tap in and go. Let's see if that EMA is respected here. EMA hasn't been the main entry point, really, on a trade in a while. You can see right there. And if the EMA stops working, you may see me test a little VWAP, huh? You know, because I will change the indicators that I use to give myself sharper entries depending on the pair and just depending on what the market's doing and depending on how I'm feeling. I change things up here and there. And then you'll see new video, Pat's using VWAP. What's my opinion on UJ? Sorry, brother, I am inches from a trade with 10 lots right now, so I'm more focused on this than I am focused on you right now. Sorry, brother, I'll look at your pairs later. I'm not touching US CAD after yesterday. I got slapped around by US CAD yesterday, so I have zero faith in it. We are inches from my entry here on GU. 1,259 people in the chat right now. It's trade time, Jim. I'm trying to get into this one. TP1 will probably be... I don't know if I should say that yet. I'm not even into this trade, but something like that. No, 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 no. Tap me in before you go, please. Tap me in before you go. You didn't hit my level yet. Do not leave me, please. You do not leave me. I hate it when it does this too. So it's like you like get the reaction and then you have a candle come down and hit like your potential TP1 and then come back to your entry and then frickin' go up. Like it drives me nuts when that happens. But let's see. Come on. This is my level right here. Let's not have sellers come in just yet. We're close. I'd like to get in. Yeah, a lot of you are getting triggered. Well, if you got triggered in, here's a level that you could take partial at, okay? About 136,350 could be an exit. Sadly, I did not get in, but hey, let's watch this trade like I did. I'm still gonna wait. There's still lots of time for me to come up 3, 4 pips, 5 pips, no problem. Someone's on oil. Jeez, who's on oil? Holy crap! You went in on oil. You're nuts. You're nuts. This is a crazy one. Don't trade that. Be safe. Take profit fast. Okay. Be safe. Trade safe. Mark got in just below, and look at him pushing towards TP1 already. Where's my TP1? Where's my TP1? This is the one that I wanted. I told you this is the one that I wanted, and it looks like I'm getting it, but I'm not on it. Oh well. If any of the viewers are taking this trade, well, don't, because this is not financial advice. But if you are, I'm sure you're really happy about that entry that I was gonna take. Oh well, I'm here. Yeah, I don't care, whatever. I would like to get the win myself, because then I could put it in my record and say, you know, we're winning. You want a silver? A little silver red there for you. Pop the chain out on them. Put that chain on them. All right, we're coming back. We can get me into this trade still. We can still get me into this trade. How's everybody doing in the chat? Much love to the unknown millionaire. All right, fine. I'll look at silver. You gotta relax, man. Calm down. Silver broke out the bottom, but it's at my EMA, so nothing here for me. Sorry, there's your silver. There's your silver update. That's what you wanted. No, thank you. Not for me. How's my hair looking today, huh? We got a 4-hour support level on oil right now. No, I think I'll work out this afternoon, but I want to shoot some shorts too. My editor says I got to shoot a bunch of shorts. I just did look at silver. Pay attention. I've never heard of the 20-point challenge. I don't know what that is. Oil. People want me to look at oil a little bit. Yeah, look at oil at that 4-hour support. Finally getting a positive reaction. I didn't take this trade. It was a bit too nutso for me. How'd Nasdaq do after I left? Not much movement on Nasdaq. How'd US 30 do? US 30 did really well on that entry again. I swear there's something about that entry right there. It's the close and then the retest at the top seems to just be working all the time on these indices. GU, look, almost at TP1 already. For those of you that hopped into this quick little scalp that I've been waiting on all day, and for some reason I didn't trigger, and some of you did trigger. Your GBP triggered. There was no Your GBP. There was no EG trade. I didn't take this trade. It's not. I told you I'm not taking this trade. There's no confluences. I just put on the chart. It didn't mean I was taking it. I don't want this trade. This trade sucks. If there's no confluences, I don't trade it. There was a lot of confluences on GU, which is why I took GU. But I didn't take GU yet because it didn't trigger for me. But it did trigger for a bunch of people watching the stream. US dollar, Swiss franc, sure. Come trigger me in, please. I still like this setup. US dollar, Swiss franc. Looks like I've got my range drawn a little bit. It's an ugly looking range. Price broke out the bottom here. Retested this level. Respected the top of the range. You know, if I was going to enter, I guess I would sell from the top of the range here. And then just target the bottom of the range for a quick scalp. I guess that's what I would do, but I don't love that. Let's take a look at NU. NU had to close out the top. No, NU I wanted to close out the bottom, so I don't know what you're talking about there. AUD USD is more what I would be interested in, which is a close out the bottom and a retrace back to the midline EMA, or maybe even just this fair value gap if it's still there. So that's potential setups. How much do you close at partials? Usually I'll close about 50% on a partial. All right, so this one didn't go to TP1. And it is coming back to potentially get me into this trade still. And that'll be about 7 pips away if I can get it. Decent potential for an entry right here. Hey, 1,300 people in here. People starting to realize, oh, Pat's streaming a Thursday today. Check my damn socials. I always tell you when I'm streaming. I tell you exactly what I'm doing. And you can't miss these streams, man. I've been trading for 16 years. This is a good place to be. It's a good place to learn, and it's a good place to have some fun. We love having fun. Get the Arabs back in the chat, although not in my country. I'm not in GU. I'm waiting to get into GU. Come on, pay attention. I don't know, these Indian guys. They never know. They never pay attention. They want to ask me things. They want to ask me stuff. But the Indian guys, they never pay attention. Pay attention. I'm kidding. I love my Indian followers. But pay attention. Do I trade on news on my accounts? My big accounts? No, I don't trade on news on my big accounts. Thanks, DeFi Hustler. Much love. What are you hustling right now on DeFi? You trading any coins? You doing any coins? What are you trading? Why did you redeem it? All right, let's not attack our Indian followers. We love our Indian followers here. In Canada, I live in India here. We got a lot of Indians here now, and they're nice people. Oh, Muff is here. Muff makes me nervous about my trades, though. I don't know. Muff's gonna say, don't take the trade. Blitz Kings. Yeah, you didn't show up to the stream. I already explained it. I went break even on AJ. I only lost US CAD, so the AJ one came back. The US CAD did not. I lost a couple of G's on that US CAD. I got smoked. Muff, you got a reputation in here now. You're gonna have to switch that reputation and tell everybody that you love the trade. Say, I love the trade. I love the chats going at it. Shout out to the Philippines. Much love to the Philippines. My father-in-law just married a Filipino woman, and my brother-in-law is also dating a Filipino woman. Yeah, hey, Muff likes the trade, everybody. Muff likes the trade, so we're in good business now. They say Pat's in a bad... When I'm in a bad mood, I just yell at Muff all the time. I apologize, Muff. My fib settings. Yeah, well, you can see the fib settings are on the chart right now. All right, I might trigger in here in a second. I'm not into this one yet. Waiting to trigger, waiting to trigger, waiting to trigger. At my EMA. Been waiting for this all morning, so hopefully this is a nice one for me here. And I am in the trade. Let's make something happen, right? I don't say that anymore. All right. Let's see if we could get a sniper entry right here. We just are filling this FVG right here, okay? We are filling this FVG right there. So that should act as little bit of resistance right now, or support, depending on how you want to do it, I guess, because do you like it when I say support up here? I always say resistance up there. What do you guys like? I don't know. Let's see if we could get a sniper entry on this one and make up for yesterday. We're in a new candle right now. We're in that level. Just filled the FVG. Let's just put FVG right there. See if we could get some sort of a, reaction down off of this level is ideally what we're looking for right now. TP1 is going to be... I'm trading a bit less lots today. I'm trading 10 lots because it's a news day, and you never know what the hell's going to happen on a news day. Trading against me so far. Hopefully we get a reaction down and we make it happen. App that I use to trade is in the video description. All right, let's get a reaction down here, people. We're in a trade, so let's get some likes in here. Shout out to Alan, shout out to Stash Marwan, shout out to Yao. It's okay if Muff's in the trade. We want Muff in the trade. We want Muff He's our little muffin. He's a little grumpy muffin, but he's with us today. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we get that sniper entry that we want here. Hopefully we fill the rest of this FVG and then we flip down. I've never had 2 losing days in a row. I've only had, I think, 2 losing days ever on stream, and I've done about, what, 20-something streams now, maybe 30 streams. So hopefully Newsday doesn't screw us over. Hopefully we fill this FVG and we push down. Let's bring some sellers back in the market here, right? We've got a lot of reasons to like this trade, a lot of reasons to take this trade. Prices at a discount. We've got a nice little pullback, slow pullback right into our area, and we have supply, right? We've got a supply up here, so that's another reason for us to take a trade. So got a lot of reasons to sell here. Hopefully the market does exactly what I want it to do. That's not exactly how trading often works, as you know from watching this stream. We've got winning days, we've got losing days, mostly winning days, so that's fine. But let's see if we can come down a little bit on this trade. Not sure where I'll take TP1. This is a level that I had marked up earlier, but you can see we reacted pretty strongly off of that level. So that will be a consideration when price comes down. I'll have to take a look at that. And that is a good reaction as we get to about 260, 290, 360. All right, price is starting to push. We're starting to get a little bit of volume here on this trade. Let's zoom in a little bit here, make this sucker a little bit bigger, and let's pull the fib off the chart right there, even though that was telling me another reason why I was taking this trade, showing you all the confluences, all the things that I like to see in a trade. So pulled back, now it's time for us to get a reaction down, hopefully. Gonna need to see the bottom of the range get broken. So you can see we have the bottom of the range right here, and on that one, waiting for break. Break please, something like that, right? I want that to be white. Let's make that white. Break please. So we want to break and close below that level. 4 wins today for Brandon. Shout out to Brandon, crushing it on NFP. I'm looking for my second win of the day. My first win banked me over 4K on my warm-up trade, so that's very, very nice. Woo! And I'm hot right now. I'm hot, and I'm looking to push. Let me just take a look at my second monitor here. Yeah, we've got ways to go down here. Hoping to get a big red candle on this one. Not seeing that just yet. Sitting at about 230. Fighting between some buyers and sellers on this one. Can we get to 350? Can we break that level? What do we have here? We have 50 seconds. So in the next 50 seconds, I really want to see this level right here get broken. I want to see this candle close beneath that level in the next 50 seconds. If that happens, we are really cooking. If it doesn't happen, we might be trading in our micro range a little bit, which is not what we want to be seeing here. We want to be breaking out of that range and continuing further for the day, and, you know, coming down to this level of demand down here, right? Got a real big level of demand right there. Hopefully price can suck down. We got about 10 seconds for this thing to break below that range. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it here. Hoping that we do. Oh, that's a nice push. Come on, give me a little bit more. Get me to 400, please. All right, we didn't get it. So we are in the range. That's okay. We're just gonna have to see how this goes. Yeah, now it's coming up against me, obviously. Flipping bullish. Let's see if we can hold that EMA, hold this FVG. A lot of reasons to take this trade still, so I want to be in positive. I want to be positive in this one. I want to stay positive. We're just at break even right now. Stuck in back inside our micro range and stuck inside our micro range. Just need to see something better than what we're seeing right now. Buyers are coming in and pushing the price up right now. We need to hold our level here, and if we do, then we should be in good shape. Like to see this candle flip all the way, though. Let's flip all the way. You came up, you tested again. Let's flip all the way back down. Give me that break, please. That's what I want, that break, please. Building up on that 1 minute time frame. All right, Blitz King, I'll listen to you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always burger time, Jim. I actually have chicken wings that I did on the air with my air fryer yesterday. I got this new Ninja Crispy air fryer. It rules. It rules. The wings are so good on it. How much percent? I'll probably take about 50% on TP1 today, but it does depend on the price action, how I feel about the trade. Really want this one to flip down, please. Please be nice to me. There we go. There we go. Flip down. Flip all the way down, please. Come on now. Yeah, we got sellers here. There's definitely a hedge fund watching this going, I want Pat to win his trade today. I'm a hedge fund. I'm going to sell just for Pat today. There we go. Let's flip. Let's flip. Yeah. 330. Okay, let's get this to 500-600, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, it was just giving me and everyone else an opportunity to get into the trade one more time. I think that's it. It was one more time, and then we're going to go all the way down on a big red candle right to my TP1. How do I grade this trade? Well, because this is a news day, this is a C trade, potentially even C minus, just because of the news. If there was no news, then I would like this for like an A trade, to be honest, because I like a lot of the confluences. I feel like there was a lot of reasons for me to take this trade. Sitting at 300, really hoping we could get a break out of this range, you know? Break, please, break, please. Somebody smash that like button for me. 2 minutes here. Clap this thing down. Let's clap this thing down. Why are you coming back up? We're clapping it down. Clap it down. Come on, people. Come on, people. Let's make this thing happen. We want to see this on the chart. We want to see that right there. Right there is what we want to see. Very nice. What else do we have? New trend line. Got to break that. Got to break that. Definitely got to break that. So we got to break that trend line, and we got to break that bottom of the range. And if we can do that, then I think we're going to carry all the way down. It's obviously struggling to do that. We got buyers that like that trend line. Buyers are buying off that trend line. They're buying off the bottom of the range. But we need more sells to come in right here. Break through that. If we could break through that, that's their line of defense. We're going to take their liquidity and we're going to chew them up and we're going to spit them out. Let's get that money off of there. That's good luck. That's bad luck. I'm not sure. How's everybody doing in the chat? 1300. How was my trade yesterday? My trade yesterday sucked. I had one loss yesterday, one break even yesterday. On Monday, I had 2 wins. So I'm 2-1-1 this week. I have a lot of interest in Australian dollar, US dollar, if it breaks out the bottom. But I'm so focused on this trade right now. I have about 1 minute left for this thing to push and break below my trend line and break below my range. So in this next 40 seconds, I'm hoping for sellers to really come in. Really come in and push below this level. I want the candle right here, please. If it does that, then we may be able to start shooting down. If it doesn't do that, then we're going to be stuck in the micro range a little bit here. We really want to get that. What do we got? 20 seconds. Can we get a push down? Somebody push it down. Doesn't look like we're going to get it here. 10 seconds and we're holding on that trend line. I'm afraid we got to break through that thing soon. Still holding on our EMA, still reacting to that FVG. Those are good signs, but on a new candle and it's starting bullish again. Let's go bearish on one of these, please. Let's go bearish on one of these, please. Let's break through this level. I want to get a close out here. Come on now. Use that, yeah, use that trend line as a resistance now or as a support for us, whatever. I like to say resistance all the time, even when I'm selling. Come on, flip down. We got to get into this area right here. We get into this area, we're going to be feeling a lot better about this trade. If we can get down here, we can close. I think we'll really come down, get our TP1, get a break even, come down, hit that TP2. We just need some breaks here. We need some breaks to go our way, sitting at 200. Look at oil. I'm not looking at anything right now except the trade that I'm in. Maybe I can look at it on my other monitor, but I'm focused on this trade right now. I gotta get the price below this break level right there. Really gotta break through this level. This candle breaking through the trend line a little bit here is a decent sign. It's a decent sign, but we need candle closures. We need closures. Break below is nice. 500, come on. 500, come on. Breakthrough. We need candle closures though. Closures. So when this candle closes in about 3 minutes, we want it to close below. If we get that, then we're going. Then we're off to the races, okay? Burger Pad. 1,300 people in here. Awesome. Well, I'm on stream. If I'm doing this by myself, I'm not exactly asking, but I'm on stream. I got to entertain a little bit. 1,300 people in here today. Hey, we're doing all right. I'd like to get to 1,400. People are want to see, is Pat going to bounce back? 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie this week. Really want to get that break below this level. Love to see a break below this level. Just watching the candles, watching the candles. What's going on, Gemma? How you doing? Sweet little Gemma's in the chat. Coffee Pat was yesterday. No coffee today, just water. I'm getting hydrated today. Had a lot of salt yesterday, so I want to hydrate hard. I'd like to get to the gym probably this afternoon. Do some pull-ups. Oh, Sarah's still in my bed this morning, Muff. No drinks. No drinks. Yeah, I'd like to hit the gym today. I gotta hit the gym today. Hassan wants to hear more from Trump. I don't like his name very much. Sounds too Arab to me. All right, we're pushing down. Let's go. We got about 2 minutes. We want to see it close below this level, sitting at about 600 in profit here. Gonna start thinking about a TP1 sooner because I had 600 in profit. I think I could TP1. Let's see. Maybe here. So let's see. It's too early to decide here. We still have buyers and sellers, but I think I may partial right there just to get back in the winning books. I do prefer the EMA over the VWAP, but I haven't used the VWAP a lot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the EMA, but if I ever have like a losing streak on stream, then I'll probably just switch to the VWAP and just test it live in front of everybody. Why not? Looks like we're breaking through a couple of these levels. We really want the candle to close in the next minute below here though, right? We do not want this to close in the range, which is what it's trying to do right now. That is not what we want. We don't want that. That is annoying if that happens. Come on, yeah, push down for me. Let's stay down here for a little bit below the range. That should help us continue on. See a bunch of big red candles here. Come on, no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, please, 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 please. Break, please, break, please. Break, please, break, please, break, please, break, please. 440 in profit, sitting around 440, 500. It's got to be 500 to get the break. So what do we got? 20 seconds. Can we hold it here, or are we going to go back into the range? Stay out of the range, please. What the hell is going on? Ugh. I can't get this price to come out of the damn range. I just can't. Hey, all right, I guess that's a close outside of the range. I guess. Let's see what this candle does. I want a better break, but we broke through the trend line, that's for sure. And we did break through the range, but I wanted a more solid break. Sitting at about 600 right now. Come on, Jim. Win it for Jim. Win it for Jim. Likes in the chat. Let's push this thing down. Let's clap the trade down. Clap it down. Clap it down. Clap it, clap it, clap it down. Down it goes. Clap it down. Down it, down and down and down. I'm looking for this thing to hit about 1K for a partial. That should be at about that white line right there, if we can get it to go. But we've just been bouncing back and forth. Let's push it down. Oh, come on, come on. At least we're sitting in profit. I'd rather this than watching this exact same trade in drawdown. No, no, no. What the hell is happening with me today? Come on, push down for me. Oh, Sarah's here. Everyone was saying, where's Sarah? Everyone knows Sarah's in here. She just rolled out of my bed. That's where she is. Yeah, I know. It's very confusing today. Coming back to my break even. Come on, man. That's why I wanted a better break of that level. But the trend line's on our side now. We got a trend line, an FVG, and an EMA. We've got a lot of confluences here to push this thing down. Just not moving the way I like it here. So we were able to get about 9 pips, which is a decent scalp. I was looking for about 10 pips. Just jockeying back and forth here. Hopefully this thing, we could get a close on this thing in the next 20-30 minutes or so. Sarah's not a dude. Sarah's a hot piece of ass. Lots of girls in the chat. Well, we usually have about, I think 10% of the viewers are women. All right, I gotta get some more water here. Oh gosh. Stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, damn, should I stay in the other room? That looks alright, huh? That looks alright. No snitches in the chat. I'm just like Trump, I'm allowed to cheat. Alright, so we got a better break on that level. Now hopefully we could start using that level as support for us here as we flip down and get closer to TP1. We are flipping bearish here though. We're starting to see more red candles and green candles. Hoping that this one flips down and goes to that TP1. I'm definitely ready to get a partial on this trade and spin that wheel of Pat. A nice looking trade so far. There's a ton of girls here, obviously, because I'm a handsome man, right? Rajveer, chill out. back out of the room. All right. Just for you, Vishal. Uh-oh, I should have stayed in the room. Vishal, what's happening? Daddy Matt, relax. All the women here are for me. This is like a cult. I'm just kidding. We can have some love connections in the chat. Oh, come on. This trade's annoying. A little bit of a treat here. A little bit of an almond treat. Yeah, Newsdays suck to trade. I'm not trading on any of my real accounts. Well, this is a real account, but my big accounts, if you know what I mean. So we have a love connection between Matt and Muff in the chat. That's all right. Brandon knows what's up. I'm top G in this thing. All right, I guess we're right back up to break even again. What an annoying trade. Oh God, am I negative on this trade? What the hell? Just one of those weeks, I guess. Although I did win my first trade today, my warm-up trade for 4 Gs, so I'm still up big on the day. What do I think about when I'm in a losing position? I think about all the hot chicks in my chat. What the hell's going on this trade? I've been feeling pretty good about this trade for a long time for it to flip on me. Oh, let's show it that our stop loss is much higher. Okay, now how do you feel about it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Not gonna stop hunt me. I can move it whenever I want. Get out of here. God. We couldn't get a red candle like this? Just one? We couldn't have one red candle like this? I don't know what that means. You get your account whenever you want. There you go. Matt's out here looking for ladies. Yeah, it's a risky trade here. Oh, Sean Carter's in here. What's going on, Sean Carter? Good to see you as always, Sean. Sean's one of the hot ladies in the chat. Hot ladies in the chat. I'm turning the chat into a dating, Love Island right now. The chat's Love Island. All right, let's get a reaction off of that trend line right there. All right, I got to throw this out. I'll be right back. Maybe it'll do better with me out of the room. Let's see. Come on, go down, go down. All right, maybe I should stay in the other room. I was just loading the dishwasher. I know, I gotta stay out of the room. Maybe I just have to do other things other than trade. Maybe I should stretch a little bit. Oh, that's a good stretch. Go do some other chores. That is the full fill of that fair value gap that we reacted off, so hopefully that's the last time we need it. Well, it's coming back. All right, I'll leave again. Come on now, come on. I need to get my phone, have OBS on my phone so that I could like go sit outside. I just sit outside in the backyard while this trade plays out and chat with you through there. So we're again trading within the range, hoping to get out of the range. Do we have a new trend line that we need to break? Possibly. You know, on the bright side, we've been positive on this trade for almost the entire time. I had a little bit of a snack, but I got to get some wings soon if I'm going to stay on here. it's cold in my house. I hate sitting in the air conditioning. I want to be outside in the sun. It's nice out there. I'm stuck in here. Come on, man, win this trade. Let's win this trade so that I could go. All right, perfect life. That's what we call, what do we call that? We call that a ban. See ya. Any negativity immediately. Yeah, the old trend line. Yeah, the old trend line's been doing all right. It's nice. It's like 30 degrees today, I think. Well, let me see. Trump would say this trade is gay. I mean happy. And by that I mean happy. Go make the bed. What's the biggest red candle you've ever seen? I don't know. That's hard to say. Ooh, I got updates about my mansion at least. Let's see what my mansion looks like. All right. Trade's not going my way, but the mansion is all right. I'm gonna show you the picture of the mansion in a second here. Oh, I don't know if you saw my Trump thing too. I'm gonna put that in there as well. You can see right here, the pool is being put in. There's the little pool hut there. We'll have a little bar here. So we got the pool getting put in right now. Looks awesome. Yeah, pull the mansion up. I'm gonna throw a mansion party for sure. And then you can see here, doing my Trump impression back on stream, I created an AI. This is supposed to be me. I guess it's pretty close. And you see I copied Trump right here. Very funny what I do with AI. Very funny. Shout out to Katab in Algeria. But I want you to stay in Algeria. We've got enough Algerians in this country. Need more whites, not enough whites. Thanks, Muff. This trade sucks. Yeah, I'm hanging out still. I'd like to see if this trade goes. I got 5 minutes. I would probably, you know, if we can flip this in the next 5 minutes, if I can flip bearish on this one, I'm going to hang out. But I'm not going to watch this thing and draw down on stream. I'll watch it in the backyard. Shout out to Katab. Don't come to England, 90% Indians. I love Indians, but I don't. I've had enough of the Indians. Way too many Indians. That's Trump feels that way. I don't feel that way. Would Robot do better on this trade? Robot would do the exact same thing I would do on this trade. That's how the robot works. The point of the robot is to do the same thing. Gonna hit stop loss. Oh, negative guy in the chat. Banned. Goodbye. I actually don't even have a stop loss on this. So how about that? No, CRT's lame. I like some ICT concepts. CRT is so complicated. I don't think it works. Oh, for Sarah. I always stay for Sarah. So many reasons to take this trade. So many reasons to take this trade. Sarah's always here, and she's gorgeous. You can DM me whatever you like, front man. But my trading strategy is 25-6 on stream. I had 11 wins in a row, and I haven't seen anyone else with any ICT concept do that live on stream. So until they do, I'm going to like my way of trading more than theirs. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a live stream of Sarah and I fooling around. That's going to be the next live stream. Oh, you call me whatever you want, Joy Boy. If you want to call me Daddy, you can call me Daddy. I don't really use a lot of ICT concepts. I use like fair value gaps. That's about it. See, I had an FEG right here. I was using that. It got filled. We reacted well off of it, but not enough to go down to my stop loss. Sorry, to my TP1. Most of this trade has been in profit. You know, we've been in profit. Now we're a little bit in a drawdown. No big movements either way, but we are reaching the top of this candle. This is another level of support right here that could push the price down again, hopefully. If not, we have the levels up here that could definitely push the price down again. We just seem to be trading within the micro range. This is why a lot of the time I like to trade from the top, to like enter from the top, because then you can win your trade just as you get to the bottom of the range. I like doing that sometimes. Yeah, the price action does suck, Arctic Dan, but it is what it is. Yes, yeah, Sarah's playing hard to get. She's holding out for me. Shout out to Sean Carter. Shout out to Trader Caesar. Shout out to Driz. He wants that bear flag. Yeah, we got a bear flag going. Come on. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that, right? So we want that. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? People want me to draw some stuff on the chart for them. So that's it. That's our, that is it. All right, down right there. Something like that. Something like that. I think I drew it better the first time. I like this. Yeah, we could break out of that level still. Nothing really to see on gold. Not a lot of momentum here. Same on GU. Just seems like we've just lost a lot of volume in the market. Yeah, sellers do have to step in at some point. I agree. I've been sitting in this trade for a while. We just need one candle like this one. See this candle right there? Just give us one of those right now. Go. That's it. That's all we need. And then we're TP1. Sarah is not my wife. I'm married to the game, baby. I'm married to trading. Sell the top of the range? Yeah, sure. I would sell. Add to my position at the top of the range potentially if I want. But I don't love the price action, so I probably won't. Yeah, you're right. Pull it, remove it, and then it'll come my way. Oh god, we gotta get some selling momentum on this at some point here. What's the chart look like? The overwhelming chart looks good. It looks good. The price has been down here a lot. Price can come down here again. Price has been down up here. Not as often. Not as often. And the peak is right there. That's like the highest it's been. So we'd have to have a crazy breakout to lose this trade. And that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Alrighty. Well, that's it. Top of the range. I'm going to watch. I got to go. I got some stuff to do. I'm going to take off. I'm going to watch this one off stream, I'm afraid. And I'll be back on Monday. I think I'm going to stay in this trade. I think I'm still going to win this trade. I'll give you an update. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Consider joining my VIP trading room. The link to that is in the video description. If you're looking for a broker that I use, the link to that is in the video description. I still think I'm going to win this trade, no problem, and go to 26-6 on the live stream record. I really think I'm going to win this trade still. So I'm going to hang out in this one. I will talk about, what's this guy? You're banned from the channel for sure. Put user in timeout. Goodbye. Nothing's fake, everything's real. Everyone knows that what I do is real. I've been doing this for 16 years. My trading room's been available for 4 years. It's all proven. So we're going to win this trade still, I hope. Don't like that I'm in drawdown down about a K. Did 4,000 on my first trade today, so it's a good day. And one in VIP as well. So consider joining the VIP trading room. Link to that in the description. I will be back on Monday, and I have a video tomorrow. Make sure that you watch the entire video tomorrow. Smash that like button for me. Get me back in the winning books. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you all. Much love.